Hello, I'm Jason Koopmann, and in class, we're required to go research a topic and write a speech and give information about that topic with our class. I'm here to do just that. I'm going to give you some good information on cloning. I'll explain in the speech what cloning is, how people have been using it, and make you think about if people should be doing this in the world today. I hope that in this speech, I gave you some good information that you've never thought about before. Some of you may have heard about cloning before. Some may have only heard about it in sci-fi movies and never thought that it would be possible to do in real life. But over the last good couple of years, the scientists have made huge advantages in cloning. Scientists have been cloning for a very long time, but the first larger animal clone that they ever did was Dolly the sheep in 1996. Scientists have never tried to clone a human yet because there's a lot more ethics that go into cloning a human. National Geographic says that it took 276 tries to get the Dolly the sheep correct. Now, there are a lot more ethics involved in cloning humans because it's not very ethical to try and clone a human 276 times and only get it right once. Speaking of getting things right, what is considered right in this scientist world? How do scientists do that? Well, there are a lot of different kinds of cloning that occur on the world today. There are already cloning going on without scientists that just naturally happen. National Geographic also states that single-celled organisms like bacteria already make exact copies of themselves and keep growing and growing and growing. But I know the cloning that many of you are thinking about, and what I thought about first when cloning, is large-scale scientists in the lab. So how do they do that? The National Human Genome Research Institute states that scientists take DNA from skin cells or other somatic cells in the body and puts them in a nucleus that has their own DNA removed. They let this grow and eventually it'll turn into a clone of the original DNA. As I stated earlier, though, what is this ethical in the world today? Many people say that this could be unethical because you're creating life and only God should be able to clone or make life in the world today, while other people might say that it's fine because we're not creating life, we're just making a copy of the other person and that should be just fine, while other person might say that it's fine because we're just making advances in science, which we need to do that too, but there has to be a good way to do that. So I'm not going to pick any sides in this debate. I'm just here to give the facts, and I hope you think about this topic as well in your life. Overall, throughout this speech, I hope that you learned something new about cloning. I hope I gave you some good information, and I hope I answered any questions that you ever had about cloning to the best of my ability. I hope that you think about this topic in your life today, because I know that in the near future there might be some very important steps in cloning to get through this, and thank you all for listening to this speech. Thank you.